Welcome back to another episode of the Cedar House Sessions. We are broadcasting to you live from Haida territory in beautiful Skidegate. The Cedar House Sessions is a collaborative project by the Haida Gwaii Radio Society and Ging Gang Hla Independent Music and Arts Cooperative. I'm really excited for today's guest today. We have the Alkemist in the studio. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Marcus.
You want to take us away with a tune here?
Yeah, sure. I'm going to do a little fiddle tune here called King of the Fairies.
All right, that was beautiful, man.
Thank you.
You're listening to The Alkemist live on the Cedar House Sessions. If you'd like to listen along live, go to haidagwairadio.org and click the Listen Live button. If you miss out on our live broadcast, that's all right. We put all of these videos and musical performances up on YouTube. You can find them on the Ging Gang Hla Music and Arts Cooperative YouTube page. We got the Alkemist here today. Really excited to hear some more of your songs. You want to take us away with another?
Yeah, for sure. So I'm going to do an old tune that I used to do with Evan in our duo Shadows Cast. This one's called The Moment.
Coming down is the moment when you see what you found, when nothing round you is as it seems. Oh, you're living in a nightmarish dream. Just walk towards the light it is safe. Go and put that darkness back in its place. This moment here is it's all that we have, and a faith in something we don't understand. Sometimes we feel like we're falling down in a well. Just reach out for the first rung. Now go and pull yourself out. Go and pull yourself right out. And the farther you fall from the love deep in your heart, the harder will it is to crawl now your way from the dark. Go crawl your way out of the dark, and I follow the love in your heart. It is your lantern in the dark, and follow the love in your heart. It is your lighthouse in the storm.
You're listening to The Alkemist live on the Cedar House Sessions. I'm really happy to welcome you to our show, and I'm even more happy to welcome you back to Haida Gwaii. You lived here in the past, moved away for a few years, and just recently returned to the islands. How does it feel to be back?
Oh, it feels amazing. Yeah, it's like I never should have left or something.
Yeah. And you came back and just recently had a baby boy. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks so much. I'm super stoked. He's a joy, and I feel like I couldn't be in a better place to be raising him, especially in some of his formative years. Such a good community out here. So yeah, it's awesome.
Right on. Well, we're happy to have you guys back, and especially happy to have your music and energy back in the community around here.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
So you have another couple of songs for us. You're gonna do 2 back to back here.
Oh, that's okay. I'll do 2 back to back. I'll have to do a little switch over to banjo in between, but
Okay.
yeah, for sure. I'll do that. This is a song that I wrote after I moved off island. It's one of my newer ones called Sinner's Blues. Okay, a little technical difficulty. Here we go.
Lord knows there's some things I wish I never done. Well, the guilt's so bad and I feel afraid it could blacken out the brightest day. Oh, it could blacken out the brightest day. And will my sins be forgiven? And will my sins be forgiven? Oh, will my sins be forgiven? And will my sins be forgiven? And I try to be just a better man every day I know I can. But sometimes I still fall from grace, trying to hide out somewhere safe. Oh, well, I'm trying to hide somewhere safe. And will my sins be forgiven? And will my sins be forgiven? Oh, and will my sins be forgiven? And will my sins be forgiven?
You are listening to The Alkemist on the Cedar House Sessions. We are broadcasting to you live from beautiful Skidegate.
Okay. Gonna do a tune that I wrote out here 4 or 5 years ago called Splendid Isolation, and I got to do a little house sitting stint for Glenn and Lexi on Robertson Island, which was just beautiful and amazing. Yeah, spent a Christmas by myself, and this is one of the tunes that came out of it.
a splendid isolation, and all I need is a little bit. A splendid isolation.
All right, this is the Alkemist on the Cedar House Sessions. You've been touring around BC for a while now, and northern BC, these communities up north, seems to be your preferred stomping grounds, so to speak. What's it like taking your act on the road around northern BC?
Oh, it's been awesome. It's a super supportive community. It's kind of interesting to think of a lot of people. I understand why they go to the big city to try to make it as artists or whatever, get a scene, but I found that it's I don't know, I can't imagine what it would be like trying to jump into such a deep pool. Whereas so many of these northern communities I've been playing don't have a ton of music as it is either, so they're extra receptive, and so you get good turnouts, you get turnouts of people that are stoked to hear new music and party and rock out, and just a lot of really good folks along the way too. But it's I mean, places like Terrace and Haida Gwaii, Rupert, Smithers have become like almost more of a home base than PG, which is where I was living for almost 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
The small communities are where it's at for sure. So I love it.
Well,
Just gotta try not to saturate it too much, you know.
Yeah, from firsthand experience, I can say for sure it's really exciting when new performers come through Haida Gwaii and do an arts council show or something along, or the Edge of the World Music Festival. It is really exciting for us to have new music to enjoy, and I'm sure that sentiment is shared by everyone in small communities around northern BC. So keep doing the good work.
Thanks,
touring
buddy.
around. You have another song for us, Jay?
Yeah, for sure. I got just a couple more tunes here for you. I got one more guitar and then a little fiddle tune. And this one's also an old one. I decided to play some older tunes that I had written out here. And this one, I guess you could call it my hit or something. That's what Jeremy Paul Saltwater Hank calls it, my hit.
We'll call it that.
Yeah, we can call it that, yeah. It's a bit pretentious sounding, but but also I'm also laughing at myself, so. Yeah, this song is called Hojabra, and it's about a sweet man that used to live out here and the boat that he gave me.
Oh, I said to the ocean, you can't drag me down. No, not down to the bottom of the sandy ocean ground. Don't you know where that little rowboat has been? Yeah, she been halfway up the coast to the heck it's straight down again. Oh, and that boat was given to me by an Iranian revolutionary. He fled his country back in the time of the Shah. Oh, well, he had to escape the grip of the devil's claw. See, the fascists had a bounty out now on his head, But he knew that the fires of the revolution had to be fed. Oh, 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 and that boat was given to me by an Iranian revolutionary. See, the old locks are broken, that boat is leaky, she's got dents. Some of my friends tell me that the boat should be condemned. You see, she came from the mainland. That boat was built for a pond, just a little tiny pond. Man, now you should hear that boat as she sings the ocean song. Oh, 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 and that boat was given to me by an Iranian revolutionary. Oh, oh, and that boat was given to me by an Iranian revolutionary. Came out to Haida Gwaii, 'cause he was that kind of guy. When he lived on a little island under his own chunk of sky. The boat, it was given to him like others before, like a guy named Rob Clayton. But the boat was the key and nature was the door. Oh, and that boat was given to me by an Iranian revolutionary. Oh, oh, and that boat was given to me by an Iranian insurrectionary. Hasn't been home in over 10,000 days. He said, I want to see my mother and how my country's changed. Now he's returned back home to the forbidden land, And all his friends back home pray that that he hasn't been swallowed by the sand. Oh, 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 and that boy was given to me by an Iranian revolutionary. Oh, oh, and that boy was given to me by an Iranian revolutionary. Oh, oh,
All right. It's a hit. It's a hit. I know you've been writing and playing music for a long time, and I'm just curious, at what point did your act start to grow into this one-man band rig? I guess I should warn everybody that's listening on the radio, this is just one guy making all this sound. So, yeah, I'm curious about how it happened and why it happened, and if it happened piece by piece or all of a sudden.
Yeah, well, I definitely switch this again here. I definitely can say it happened piece by piece, and it started with me and Evan playing tunes together, doing Shadows Cast, and shortly after we started that group, we were trying to figure out how we could make as much sound as we possibly could between the two of us. So then I started getting on the drum kit behind and then playing the bass or banjo at the same time, and then he'd be singing and playing guitar. So we're trying to get a full band sound with the two of us. So by the time we had played in Shadows Cast for a couple years, I had been doing the feet drums for a while. And then when I moved off island, I wanted to keep playing, and it seemed like a natural thing to do, to just keep it going. I was having a good time with it. And then I got a little bit bored with it and really felt like I needed something else. So then I just rigged up this shitty old crash cymbal I found in a rat shed and screwed it onto a piece of plywood and found some pieces and parts. And yeah, it's coming together.
And then maybe if you get bored of this, eventually you'll start to see more pieces added.
Yeah, I'm already thinking of having something else with a pedal and some jangles or some,
You'll need some more limbs eventually,
Jingle
too.
jangles. Oh, yeah, some more limbs would be nice. Yeah, I could always take a couple more of those.
It's not your everyday one-man band setup, though. Do you want to run us through your rig really quickly here?
Yeah,
You got
for
a boot going on.
For sure, yeah. So I got my kick drum, of course, and then I've got this hiking boot
Oh,
that I got at the
Viberg
Charlotte
Soul.
thrift store, of course. And I've got a little deer skull on there and a bunch of hoofs. I got some llama and some deer hoofs on there. And then I used to have some bells. They all fell off. So I got the boot. I got the cymbal over here. And then I've got a funky pedal board made out of 2x4 scraps. And it's really hard to hit my pedals individually with this big boot on. So I had to I had to raise some of them up on the scraps, like I said. So I've got I got a few special effects there and a vocal pedal with some special effects. And then, my instruments. And
The whole thing sounds really, really amazing.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, we've been really, really appreciative of you coming on the show. I guess you've got one more tune for us to play us out. This has been another episode of the Cedar House Sessions. You can listen live for future episodes by going on to haidagwairadio.org and clicking Listen Live. Thanks so much to the Alkemist for playing for us today. And do you want to take us away with a final tune here?
Yeah, for sure. And thank you so much to all of you for doing this awesome program. I'm really, really honored and happy to be part of it. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys. You rock.
We're
Killing
having
it out
fun.
Here. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, so I'm going to do one more little fiddle tune here called Crack the Whip.